Welcome, guys, to a Super Bowl 56 recap. Going into the game, um, you had the great AFC and NFC championship games. I want to talk about the teams like you had the Rams, who had that shaky NFC championship win when Jimmy G, of all quarterbacks, could have actually gone to the Super Bowl and won that game. And you was getting your asses kicked by Jimmy G. Luckily that you obviously went to the Super Bowl. And then you look at the Bengals when they came back from like 20-3. It was 20-3 to win the game 20-28. And then we get to this game, the Super Bowl, the big game. Rams and going into the season, the Rams went all in for a gamble. They got Matthew Stafford. They traded 2 picks to get Matthew Stafford because he's great with his hands. They got the Cooper Kupp, Odell Beckham in the trade. They got him out of Cleveland, away from Baker Mayfield, and having contend with an actual championship winning team. And they were thinking about the here and now. They don't care about the future. It doesn't matter if the franchise is going to be good long term. They care about winning the Super Bowl this season. And I know that next season a lot of these guys are free agents, like Aaron Donaldson is going to be a free agent, but they were thinking of the here and now. And on the other hand, you had the Bengals, which over the last couple of years have been going really well. They build around the young quarterback in Joe Burrow. They've got Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon, McPherson. They've got a very young team, so you can see that they're potentially building a new era in Cincinnati, and especially in that division they're in with Mahomes and Josh Allen and Burrow now. Man, that division is going to be fire. And then you have, the one thing that the Bengals did not have is that for them to win this game is that the defense. They need a safety in this draft. They really need a safety in this draft, because you could see in that game with the Rams last night. Well, I'm doing this on a Tuesday night, but on Sunday they needed a safety, because you could see some of their defensive things, especially against the Rams when they was covering a lot of the Bengals' offense. They needed a safety in the draft. They need to get one of them. If they can get a safety in this upcoming draft, then for me the Bengals are going to be in the Super Bowl again. They don't want to be waiting 3 decades for another Super Bowl. They need to be in the Super Bowl now, because Burrow, and a couple of the call plays that Zach Taylor did were kind of questionable. I can say that both coaches. You can see both coaches in the night. They had some questionable calls. Even Sean McVay, I know he's going to get a lot of credit because he finally won a Super Bowl, and he finally resurrected himself from the 2018 loss from Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. But even you look at Sean McVay, he has some questionable calls. Like in the fourth quarter, you would have Matthew Stafford on the bench when you're 16-20 down, and Matthew Stafford's great with his hands. But you have him on the bench, especially when Odell Beckham was injured. He was injured in the first half. That really was a game changing for the Bengals in the second half, because without Odell, they're like, shit, like we can get at these guys. And then you can see, especially in the second half, when they had that touchdown to make it 13-10? Oh, no, 13-20. And then you can see Donaldson came on, Aaron Donaldson came on, and then you can see him and Cooper Kupp. Like Cooper Kupp was trying to make things happen. Finally, Sean McVay brings Stafford down. I know that you had Burrow, who had a nasty ass sack. He got sacked 7 times in this game as well. Like, that's something that Zach Taylor needs as safety, because you should be protecting your quarterback. Like, he had 7 sacks in one game. In the Super Bowl, you should not be getting sacked so many times in a Super Bowl. This is a big game. So you could see there that you need a safety, because your defense needs that to protect Burrow. If Burrow cannot get the balls, then you're not going to win. You're not going to win the game. It's just that simple. You need a safety in this draft, because Burrow got sacked 7 times. You need to protect Burrow. You got to a good defense, but you need a safety as well. And if you had a safety, it's like icing on the cake, and you've got everything that you need. But like I said, Sean McVay brings on Matthew Stafford back onto the field. He has a rushing touchdown to Cooper Kupp. He gets a touchdown, and a lot of the refs was. I know a lot of people say, oh, there's a lot of decisions like the refs sometimes in the game, like they had the flags and stuff, but they got a couple of decisions go. Like whatever, it's a Super Bowl, we're just gonna let it go and let him go at it. But Cooper got a touchdown, and then we have the final call of the game, which Burrow is trying to pass it to Nixon, I think it was, and then Donaldson just takes him out. At this point, the Bengals were using all their timeouts, and it was like 39 seconds. The Rams win the game, and then I look at that call, and I think like one of the other parts of the game is I remember there was another call that you had Burrow. He was passing, I think it was to Mixon or Jamar Chase, and one of them fumbled the football. If they actually got a good grip of the football, they would have won that game. And then the last call of that game after the Cooper Kupp touchdown, you could have had Jamar Chase was on the line a lot. It was on the sideline, and he could have actually, if Joe Burrow saw him, he could have passed him to him, and then that would have been gone into overtime. We could have maybe got a Bengals win, a field goal and stuff like that, because the Bengals needed a first down. But after that, the Rams win 23-20. Overall, I'll say that this was a good game. It had its bad and some questionable moments from both coaches. I'm not going to say like one coach was bad other than the other, because both of them were questionable with their call plays on Sunday. Zach Taylor, you need a safety. The Rams, you did it. Your gamble paid off. You traded away 2 draft picks to get Matthew Stafford, the guy that finally proved himself. He got out of the dumpster fire, which is Detroit, and proved himself. And you got Odell Beckham, who finally left Baker Mayfield, and he's got a ring. There's other reports going on during the broadcast of like, oh, will Aaron Donald actually retire? He's going to retire at 31. Like, this guy's a Pro Bowl winner. He's won now a Super Bowl. He's won everything he has at the game. If he wants to retire, then that's him. But in my opinion, he's a free agent. He's just being a smart businessman. He's like, I'll play that game, I'm retiring, but if I can see a franchise that I want to join, maybe like Patriots or the Cardinals or whoever, like especially like the Cardinals or the Bucks or Packers, then he's just playing the game, or the Patriots, and he's not retiring. But then I'm making this, and then he could have announced his retirement. But overall, that was my recap of the Super Bowl 56. Leave you guys' thoughts on the game in the comments below, and tell me who your MVP was of the season. Obviously, Cooper Kupp won the MVP, but who would you guys have as your MVP? Leave me your guys' thoughts in the comments, and I'll check you guys later.